let's see. Oh, so who's here today? We still don't have Amy and Marilyn, so I'm still not going to show you what I wanted to show you last week. That's fine. Okay. So screen share, I'll go right to Safari instead, and it was open, and now it's not. Safari. Where is, I can't stand this. Okay, share. No. Open. This is so stupid. So stupid. Safari. Safari. Zoom. Screen share. Here is that there now? But I'm not sharing.
No, you're not sharing.
It's just
No.
unbelievable. Zoom.
Now you're sharing.
But not what I want to be sharing. So
Oh, sorry.
now do you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Leviticus
Yes.
13.
Yeah, I do the same thing every single time, and who cares? Okay, so I don't think that Amy or Audrey came, right? Or Marilyn. Okay, so let's just start. Arlene, you want to start and read
Sure.
two of them?
Yep. The ish o osha ki ye bo naga barosh o bizakan v'ra'a hakohen et hanega v'hinei mar'ehu amok min ha'or uvo se'ar sahov dak v'time oto hakohen netek hu zara'at harosh o hazakan hu.
Thank you.
It's very stilted, but someday it'll be fluid if I work at it long enough.
Oh yeah, no, I was laughing at what we just read, not
Oh,
that was
okay.
what I was-
See, and I
that
didn't
was
know what we read.
Well, oh, so now you'll find out. If a man or a woman has an infection on the head or in the beard, so Ish or Isha is a man or a woman, Naga is an infection. They're calling it an affection,
Yeah.
but that's weird. Well, I'm sure if we looked it up, it would say infection or infection, or this is a waste of time, but okay, let's see what it says. Naga, to touch, strike, to be stricken. Let's see, they must have it as a noun. Stroke, plague, disease, plague, stroke, wound, stroke, mark, leprosy. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to remember what they called COVID. Not trying to think if it's the same word, what they used for the I don't think that doesn't matter. Okay. The priest shall examine, so ra'ah, the affection. If it appears to go deeper than the skin, amok is deep, and or is skin. So if it's deeper from the skin, and there is yellow hair in it. So Sayar is hair and Zahov is yellow. There's yellow hair in it. I don't know what Doc is. Oh, must be thin. Oh, thin yellow hair. Oh, lovely. Thin yellow hair. Okay. The priest shall pronounce the person impure. So time if it is a scald, a scaly eruption in the hair or beard. Okay. So zakan is beard, which is interesting, right? Because zakan, it means old, it's old. So old and beard are the the same. Okay. I don't know what the sara'at must be eruption. I don't know what scaly is. But by process of elimination, it must be netek. Okay. I don't know. All right. Or skull. I don't know. I don't know what skull and what scaly is, but I think we get the idea. Okay, let's
It's
go on.
lovely. No matter what you say, it's really nice.
It's very nice. Okay, Debbie, let's see what else we got.
וכי יראה הכהן את נגע הנתק, והנה אין מראהו עמוק מן האור, ושיער שחור אין בו, והסגיר הכהן את נגע הנתק 7 ימים.
Okay, so most of this is the same, right? But I did happen to look in the meantime, another Chumash says affliction instead of affection. And I'm just trying to see what it has in here, but we get the general idea. It's something unpleasant. Yeah, here it says affection again, but this book is the same translation, so that's useless. Okay. So, but if the priest finds that the skull affection, yeah, the netek must be skull,
Dina,
does not appear to go
Dina?
deep in the skin,
hi. Can
and
I?
there is no
Can I
black
tell you off
hair.
mic?
Oh,
I'm on this
who's on the
call?
phone? Oh, Marilyn, are you here?
Yesterday.
I know.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm going to be out in the morning, but I'll be home like after 2:00.
Wonderful. I'll speak to you after 2. Thank you for the call back. All
Okay.
right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hi, Marilyn. Now we know you're here because we heard
Thank-
your conversation. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry that I was late. I had a phone call.
No,
and-
it's fine.
Yeah.
You missed if we just started, so if someone has an infection in their hair or their beard and there's what was it, if there's thin yellow hair in it, then it's impure. But if the priest finds that that it does not appear to go deeper than the skin and there is no black hair in it, then the priest shall isolate the person for 7 days. Okay.
It sounds like psoriasis. What we call psoriasis, I guess.
I get maybe.
It does,
Yeah.
it does.
It's not just ordinary dandruff.
Okay. All right. So Esther.
וראה הכהן את הנגע ביום השביעי, והנה לא פסע הנתק, ולא היה בו שיער צהוב ומראה הנתק אין עמוק מן האור.
Okay. So the priest will examine the affection on the 7th day by Yom HaShvi'i, and if the skull has not spread, pasa is spread. If the skull did not spread, And no yellow hair, so say our Zahov is yellow hair, appears in it, umore. And the skull, the netek ain, does not go deeper than the skin. I think we're in the middle of a sentence, right? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a comma. Okay, Judy,
Mm. So they're hoping this infection will clear up in a week, is that
I
it?
guess so. I guess they give it a week before the priest has to look at it again.
Okay. The Hitagala and the Gimel is large.
I know, I bet you I'll find an
Y-
explanation. What do we have, verse 33? I'll see if they mention
Yes.
it. They
Should
do.
I?
Go ahead and then we'll find out all
Okay.
about it.
The Hitagala, the Et Hanetek, Lo Yagala,
Leah,
the Hit,
Leah.
Yagalea, Yagalea, the Hisagid Hakohen Et Hanetek Shiva'at Yamem Shanat. No, Shanit.
Good, okay.
Oh, days.
Yeah.
Shanit.
So,
Yes.
so we were in the middle here. So if the skull did not go deeper than the skin, then the person with the skull shall shave. Yigaleach.
Oh,
Allah.
so they have to
But
shave their
without
hair?
shaving the skull, lo yigaleach. And the priest shall isolate that person. Where's that person?
Um,
That person, the netek? Shall maybe they're now calling it the netek, the scald one? I don't- For another 7 days, that person for another 7 days. So he's
So-
scared to isolate, the Kohen will isolate the netek, that person, that scald one. For another 7 days. I think, I don't know, that's the best
so
I
they
can.
have to shave their head, and if it's a man, their beard.
That's
And
the-
what they're saying, it's contagious,
Right,
maybe.
but
Mhm.
without shaving the skull. Okay, so let's find out about this big gimel. Traditionally, certain particular letters are written in the Torah scroll larger than the others. This form indicates that a special lesson is to be learned from the letter. So the gimel of the Hit Galaf, he shall shave himself, is such a letter. One explanation for the enlarged gimel, which is 3 in gematria, Aleph Bet Gimel, it's
Mhm.
3 in it, is that in 3 instances the Torah commands that a person's hair must be shaved off. Regarding the Metzora, which is going to be in the next parsha, is Metzora. Regarding the Metzora and consecration of the Levites, which is in Numbers, all the hair on the head and body must be shaved off. And regarding the Nazir, all the hair on his head must be shaved. The large gimel of our word here, V'higalach, he shall shave himself, hints at the 3 who are required to shave. Oh, I don't like that. Does that help anybody? I don't, maybe if we had time and we looked into all these other references, maybe, but for the time being, I'm not impressed. Okay.
Maybe
All
it's
right.
just one of 3 times when someone's hair is shaved.
Yeah,
Right? One of 3 times that
one
it,
of 3 times, but I don't think this is one of, right? That one is in Metzora, one is in Numbers. And this is the third, is that what it is?
Yeah, I
One
think
is
so.
Metzora, two is in the consecration of the Levites in Numbers, and three is about the Nazir. So, which is
Mm.
also in Numbers. So the
Mm.
three examples they give does not include this one,
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
but you know, whatever. We all noticed it and they had a note, so I wanted to try to make sense
Thank
of
you.
it. Maybe that helped, maybe it didn't.
Mhm.
Okay. Oops, I wasn't trying to do that at all, but maybe it's better now. Maybe you
Yeah.
like it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Marilyn, you wanna,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bara'ah ha-kohen et hanetek bayom hashvi'i v'hine lo fasa hanetek bayor umar ehu enenu amik min
Amok,
ha-o.
there's the O up here, Amok.
Oh, thank you. I always miss that one. Amok min haor v'tihar oto hakohen v'chi base begadav v'taher.
Okay. So on the seventh day, Bayom HaTvi'i, the priest, Kohen, shall examine Ra'ah, the skull, which is, we now know is Hanetek. And if the skull has not spread on the skin, so Pasa was spread, so the skull low did not spread, but on the skin, and does not appear, Mare is appear, so Mare Nenu does not appear to go deeper than the skin, deep min ha'or. The priest, Kohen, shall pronounce the person pure, tihar. And after washing those clothes, bigadav are his clothes, that person shall be pure, taher. Okay.
Mhm.
That's the good case. Let's find out what happens if it's not good. Oh no. Sandy, you want to read the next two?
Ve'im, is it paso? Ve'im paso ise hanetek ba'or akare da horato. Wait a minute, is that the long O?
The first one I think is,
Yeah.
let me see,
Oh,
what line is that?
Tokorato.
Now that I made it so big, I don't know what verse we're on.
We're on. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's see. We were all the days he is a person with SARS.
$35, I think.
35, okay.
Might
So
be
it's,
hot.
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding it. T air ta or impasa to oh, it's the last word. Okay. Ta ha ra. No,
Okay.
this book doesn't show any of them big. Just
Yeah,
ta
mine doesn't either, but
I know.
okay.
And yet certainly in there it looks bigger, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Bigger.
does look
Ta
bigger.
ha ra to. So I don't know.
okay. Okay, so Taha.
You know,
Cho,
we think this is an exact science, but
yeah.
apparently it's not. Okay. So if the skull should spread on the skin after the person has been pronounced pure, then it means the priest made a mistake. Okay, you didn't read this line yet, did you?
No, I haven't read that
All
one
right.
yet. Vera'ahu hakohen v'hine pasa hanetek ba'or lo yivaker Hakohen, Se'ar, Hatsakho, Hatsakov, Tamehu.
Okay, the priest shall conduct an examination. Oh, it just uses the same words as before, that you shall look at it. Oh, if the skull has spread, hasa, on the skin, ba'or, then the priest need not look for yellow hair. The person is impure. Oh my God. And he doesn't have to look for yellow hair? What about black hair? Okay, all right, let's see. I think that we're back to Audrey. I mean,
No,
Arlene.
That's okay. I'm enjoying this so much that
I know.
we go to
Wow, it's
another.
getting better. Now we're gonna talk
Could
about.
we go to another topic? I mean,
I know.
love
I'm
to.
starting to get itchy.
that's a thought. Okay. Ve'im be'enaiv. Whoops. Okay.
Yeah,
Whoop.
no, I'm just trying so we can see the numbers. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Ve'im be'enaiv amad hanetek v'se'ar shahor zamach bo near pa hanetek tahor hu v'tiharo hakohen.
Okay, but
You
if
want me
the
to read?
skull has remained unchanged in color. I'm trying to find unchanged. And black hair has grown in it. The skull is healed. So black hair is good and yellow hair is bad.
Yeah, but what happens if you're blonde?
You're blonde. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. The person
But-
is pure,
but
the priest should pronounce that person.
Maybe they're saying, I know it sounds not to make this more disgusting, but that maybe it's the hair is like the secretion is the nicest way I could put it from this affliction. But if it's not, if the hair is black, then there's no secretion anymore. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
As gross as it is.
Like pussy or something.
Exactly.
Oh, yellow is
You
pus.
use the word,
Yes.
not me.
Yeah, I can see that now. Yellow being pus. Okay.
That's
right.
what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Arlene, you
that
want to read
lovely?
the next one? It's really
Sure.
short. Yeah.
Sure. The ish o isha ki yeye baor besaram beharot livanot.
Okay, so I can't tell if we're changing topics. I think we're changing topics, right? If a man or a woman, you wanted to change topics. I think we went from the hair
Okay,
to the
thank
ears to the
you.
body, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
If a man or a woman has the skin of the body streaked with white discolorations.
You know, there is an ailment where the pigments in the body lose color, and I don't remember what it's called.
Yes.
You know, so you'll see people with
But
white blotches, but it's not contagious. It's an
Right.
autoimmune disease.
Uh-huh. But they
Interesting.
might not have known that.
No, they
Yeah.
wouldn't. It would imbue
No.
them with other powers than we know of.
So,
I mean,
all right, so let's
I'm
see.
sorry.
No, I want to see what happens next. Don't you want to know what happens next?
Yeah.
Sure.
Debbie,
Because I can't pull myself away.
Debbie,
I
let's.
was just gonna, based on what everyone's been saying also, probably all the people of the region were dark. And so
Right.
it appeared that the hair was black, if it was healing, if it had a scab in it of dried blood, it would appear
Oh.
black. And if it was infected, it would appear blonde. But I don't think anyone had, like, maybe the pogroms, way later than that caused Jews to be blonde, but probably back then, I don't
Yeah.
know.
You're right,
Separ-
everyone was
they're
dark,
Sephardic.
everyone was dark.
Yeah, they were Sephardic, and so, yeah.
Yeah.
very dark.
Yeah.
Anyway. Um, but the word is translated as hair. That's like,
Oh, yeah, that's definitely hair. That's
Okay.
hair is definitely hair.
okay.
Where it was before, right? Sayar is definitely hair, even today. I mean, yeah, okay. All right. I think we're here. Okay.
וראה הכהן, והנה ואור בשרם בהרות כהות לבנות. בוהק הוא פרח באור טהור הוא.
Okay. So, and the priest, okay, what was going on a minute ago? So if a man or woman has the skin of the body streaked with white, discolorations, and the priest sees that the discolorations on the skin of the body
You gotta go.
are of a dull white. Kehot, is that dull white? It is a header broken out on the skin. That person is pure. If it's a dull white, then that person is pure. Okay. If the Kohen shall look and behold, hine, on the skin of their flesh, or bisaram. See, this is a much better translation. It is a bohak that a bohak. I guess instead of tedder, they're just saying bohak because they
And
really have
what's-
no idea what
yeah,
bohak
Because
is.
I just looked up tedder and
Oh,
it
yeah?
says, yeah, that it's a skin condition characterized by reddish vesicular eruptions and intense.
Okay.
Now there's that. Now, but getting white patches on the body is a autoimmune disease called vitiligo.
Oh.
Vitiligo, something like that. Vitiligo.
Yeah,
Vitiglio. Yeah.
Vitiglio.
Yeah. So
Okay. Okay.
it
So,
is.
but what's interesting to me is that even back then they knew it wasn't contagious and that person was
Yep.
how they knew that is isn't that, don't you find that interesting that they weren't concerned about that?
Yeah.
Well, maybe the skin wasn't broken and there wasn't anything really oozing or anything flaky.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
a change in color. It's just a change in color.
Right.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Esther, you want to read the next two?
Ish ki imavrate ro sho ke re ak ko or ho who ha or who ve'im mip a at panav imavrate rosho gibe ak who tahor who.
Okay, well, this is reassuring. If a man loses the hair of his head and becomes bald, he's pure. If he loses the hair on the front part of his head and becomes bald at the forehead, that's bad. Wouldn't you expect it to be first the more narrow condition and then the more, the more extreme. It's kind of, I think number 2 kind of falls right out of number 1. Why bother saying it? I don't know. What do
Well,
I
number
think?
2 sounds like a receding hairline, doesn't it?
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
But I mean, it's less extreme than becoming bald. So
Mhm.
to me, if becoming completely bald is pure, then certainly just
It is,
losing
yeah.
the front part would certainly be pure, but who knows? They wanted to cover every possibility. All right. Gibeach. On the front part, he becomes bald at the forehead. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Now we know. Judy.
Okay,
Here we are. Back to this.
yeah. Vahi yeah. Bakarahat. O. Vagabahate. Nagal Lavan. Adimadam. Saraat. Porahate. He. Bakaka. Oh. Bakarato. O. Vagabato. The hay is not pronounced. Vagabato.
Gabachto. Gabachto.
Vagabato.
So,
Oh,
but if a white affection, here we are again, nega lavan is the white affection streaked with red appears on the bald part in the front or at the back of the head. Bakarachat or bagabachat? Is that the front and the back? It is a scaly eruption. So here's the eruption again that is spreading porachat he over the bald part in the front, bekarachto in the front or in the back of the head. Okay, so we've got the front and the back of the head. So it's a scaly eruption, saraat, that is spreading, porachat. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, Marilyn, tell us more. Oh no.
Okay. Okay, so Vara'a, Oto, HaKohen, Vahine, Se'et, Hanega, Livana, Adam, Demet, Bekarat, Betacha, Bekarachto, O, Begavachto, Kemar, Saraat, O, or Basar. Mhm.
Okay, so this is the first time, at least in the part we read, that we actually see the word leprosy, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know, but all these words we've had before, so why are they suddenly calling it leprosy? I don't know. So if the priest shall examine him. So Kohen examines him, and that's like, behold. Okay, so if the swollen affection, se'et hanega, the swollen infection on the bald part of the head, this is the ball, it's so the back, this is the front and the back on the bald part of the head. Bald part. I don't know what the bald part is. Adamet. This is red, right? Adam Demet? Wouldn't that be red? Let's see. I don't like this. The Kohen shall look at it, and behold, there is a space So this, again, they don't translate se'et. They just put it in the Hebrew. There is a se'et affliction that is white streaked with red. Yeah. This translation doesn't mention the red. That is, so
No,
it's,
here
It
it is,
does.
white,
it is
yeah, white streaked with red,
red.
with red.
With red. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
White streaked with, oh, white streaked with red. In his posterior or frontal baldness, like the appearance of Sara'as. Again, they don't translate Sara'as. Okay, on the skin. Okay. So if it's white streaked with red, then it looks like Mar'e is to look like leprosy. Okay. So if it looks like leprosy, then guess what? He is leprous. Oh, this is lovely. Okay. Sandy, you want to continue?
Ish saruach he
Who?
tamehu. Excuse me, who, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Ish saruach hu tamehu tame it tameenu hakohen barosho niko.
All right, go ahead. Read one more.
Vahat saruach asher bo hanega bekadav yu Verumim, Verosho, Yeh, Barua, Vial, Shafem, Yate, Tame, Yigra.
Oh God, I remember this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay. So the priest shall say, like, he is leprous, he is impure, tameh. The priest shall pronounce him impure, yitame nu kohen. He has the affection on his head, nigo. Rosho, okay. So now, as for the person with a leprous affliction, the hatsarua asher bo hanega, his clothes shall be rent. So firumi must be rent. His head shall be left bare, barua, and on his lips, safam yatamein, the upper lip shall be covered over. That sounds like he's wearing a mask, right? And that person shall call out Tameh Tameh. And I've seen commentary in other years, that this is not so much to embarrass the person and to humiliate them, but just to warn other people. It's, but I don't know how anyone else feels about that, but
Oh, I think what you said about it sounds like a mask. That
the upper lip shall be covered over, and that person shall call out impure. Hair shall be disheveled. That reminds me of last week. That was one of the mourning things. The hair shall be disheveled. Okay.
the person who is afflicted has to call themselves impure.
Yeah, they need to let everybody else in the community know that not to come near them. But it still seems very humiliating. It might be done for a good reason, but it's still, what could be more humiliating than that? I don't know. So, but yeah, the lip shall be covered over. Certainly sounds like a mask to me. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay, what else are we gonna find out? Arlene.
Yes. Kal yimei asher hanega bo yitma tamei hu badad yeshev mihutz lamahane moshavo.
Okay,
Can you
good.
read the next line also?
Yeah, yeah, well, it's starting a whole new, I mean, you're welcome too, but we're starting like a whole new thing here. Go ahead.
V'habeged ki yeh bo nega saraat beveged semer o beveged, okay, pishtim.
Okay, all right, so let's end this lovely story. So the person shall be impure as long as the disease is present. Call Yemei, all the days that the Hanega bo, that the disease is present, Hanega bo within him, Hitma, he will be impure. Tamehu, okay. Being impure, Badad Yeshev, that person shall live apart. Badad is by himself. He will live by himself, Badad, outside the camp of the dwelling, Moshavo, outside Michutz Lamachane Moshavo, outside the dwelling of the camp. The dwelling, outside the camp of the dwelling, Moshavo, Moshav, it's
Yeah.
still
Oh, right,
Moshav.
Moshe.
So outside the camp, okay. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, but going around and having to yell, I'm impure is, I don't know why they couldn't just take them outside the camp quietly instead of making them embarrassed. Okay, so now we're starting this whole new thing about if the leprosy is in a piece of wool or linen, habeged, in the cloth, if the negai sara'at, if the eruptive affection is in a cloth of wool or a cloth of linen, yishtim. Okay. Oh, I know all of you are going to know what warp and woof is. You're all so smart. Okay. Who goes next? Debbie?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it sounds
Yeah.
like the priest is like a doctor in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And also I think somebody mentioned psoriasis. There was a word
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even make that connection. It does sound like, oh, right. And especially back when they pronounced the
as a sa
as
yeah.
a, oh, right. Sara'as. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I don't know if it comes
Who
from
knows?
Greek or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Anyway, what
Yeah.
verse? 48?
I think 48, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know if the doctors study this in medical school,
Yeah.
or that's why there's so many Jewish doctors. Okay, let's see.
Or dermatologists anyway, right?
Yeah. O vishti o ve'erev la pishtim ve'latsamer o ve'o o b'chol melechet o.
Okay. So in the warp or in the woof, so shti o erev of the linen, the pishtim is the linen or the wool, that's hamer, or in a skin or in anything made of skin. And what happens? You want to read another or
Sure. V'haya ha'nega v'rak ורק רק, או אדם דם, אדם דם, בבגד, או ואו, או ושתי, או וערב, או בכל כלי, או נגע, צרעת, הוא והלאה את הכהן.
Okay, now we're gonna get streaky green. Yay! If,
All the colors of the rainbow.
if the affection in the cloth or in the skin or in the warp or the woof, I'm not even gonna try to, or in any article of skin, the whole kli or, is streaky green or red. So rock is okay. So yarok is green, right? Yarok. And since they made it double, rock, I guess they wanted to explain the doubleness. Oh, or yellow. Okay, streaky green or yellow. Okay. Rock or Adam Tam or red. It is an eruptive affection. So we knew about those. Eruptive affection would be negat sara'at. Okay, and it shall be shown and this is definitely hor, because it's, you see what, do you know why? Because it's not accented and it's a closed syllable. So it's hor. That's like the classic example for me, because okay. Or okay. So we're going to show it to the priest. Okay.
What does the word Vashti mean there?
Oh, I don't know. It could still be. I don't know a thing about sewing, so I definitely don't know how to say anything in Hebrew. But I think it would still be the warp. The va is in, so I think it's just the shti part, and that on the erev part, I think the va is in the warp and in the wolf. So I think it's the shti and the erev, but if you want, we can look it up. Let's see if it comes. Anything come up? No. I just managed to lose everything. I didn't accomplish anything. No. Oh well, it's not working. It's okay. Okay. Where are we up to? We're going to show it to the priest.
Yeah.
All
We're up to
right.
50. We just did
50.
49.
And who just read?
Debbie.
Okay, Esther, go ahead.
V'ra'a hakohen et hanaga v'hiskir et hanega shivat yamim.
Okay, go ahead.
V'ra'a et hanega ayom hashvi'i ki v'sha'asa hanega ba'eger ged o vashti or o va'arev o va'or lekol asher ya'aseh ha'ir ha'or yim laka zara'at mam et ret nega tame hu.
All right. Wow. So, and the priest, after examining the affection, shall isolate the affected article for 7 days. I would have just burned it and been done with it. Okay. On the 7th day, Vayom HaShvi'i, he shall examine the affection, Ra'a et Hanega. And if the affection has spread, pasa, if the affection has spread in the warp or in the woof, so they changed it. It's always been, hasn't it always been woof and warp? No, warp and woof. Warp and woof. Okay. The warp or the woof, or in the skin, but or for whatever purpose the skin may be used. Milacha is like usually like work or like a trade of some kind, like with artisans, whatever purpose the skin may be used. The affection is a malignant eruption and it is impure. So mameret seems to now be malignant. Mameret seems to be malignant now. The affection is a malignant sara'at. Okay. For whatever purpose the leather. Are we talking about leather? Oh, they're calling skin leather, which is much better. Much better. Leather. I like that. Much better. Okay. So however the leather was fashioned, like I said, like some kind of a craft. Yeah. The affection is malignant. The eruption. It's a malignant eruption. That's the first time we saw malignant, right? Mama Erin. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, Judy, how much more of this can we, well, let's see if we get to the part. Okay.
I'll read this and then I'm sorry, it's 11.
I think it's probably 11, and Sandy probably left already because she was going to leave.
She
10 minutes.
left,
Yeah, okay.
but I'll read it and then I have to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Yeah.
Line 52.
Yep.
The Saraf et Habeged o et excuse me, Hashati o et Ha'erev Batsemet o Vafishatim o et Kol Kali or Asher Yevo Hanaga Hi Saraat Mama Eret Hu Be'esh Tisharef.
Okay, and this one's he, but that's okay.
Thank
So
you, Barbara.
whether
Have a
warp
good week,
or
everyone.
Oh, so
Shabbat
I was
shalom.
right about that B before being in, because now it's just ha. Now it's just the warp or the woof, ha'erev. In wool or linen, semer or pishtim, in wool or linen, or in any article of or leather, in which the affection is found, shall be burned, tisaref, for it is a malignant eruption. Well, we knew that, sara'at mimeret, and it shall be consumed by fire, by Aish, consumed in the fire. Okay. Wow. What comes next? Let's just see if the priest sees that the affection is in the cloth, has not spread, the priest shall order the affected article washed, and he shall isolate it for 7 days, and after 7 days, if it's been washed, the priest sees that the affection has not changed color and spread, then it's impure. It shall be consumed in fire. It is a fret, whether on its inner side or on its outer side. But if he sees after it's been washed is faded, he shall tear it out from the cloth. Oh my God. If it occurs again, it is a wild growth. The affected article should be consumed in fire. However, if the affection disappears from the cloth, it shall be washed again and it shall be pure. Such is the procedure for eruptive affections of cloth, woolen or linen, in warp or in woof, or of any article of leather, for pronouncing it pure or impure. Is anybody still here? Oh my God. Aren't you glad you know that now? Ah. They spent more time, think about that. They spent more time figuring out what to do with a piece of cloth than they did with the people, right?
They didn't have antibiotics. They had to be careful.
Why would they not just burn those pieces of cloth? Why would they wait so long to? I guess it was very valuable.
Valuable.
Mm. All right. Well,
But thank you for all you
yeah,
do.
no, thank you for
Wonderful.
staying for the whole story. All right. So I never got a chance to ask everyone if they'll be available next week, or will anybody be so busy preparing for Passover that they don't want to do this, or
Next
I
week.
might
I
not
won't
be
be able to
available.
come next week.
you won't?
That will not.
Okay. And what about you, Debbie?
I might not be able to come. I'll try.
Well, I'll probably send a note and ask everybody else. And if, I guess if 4 out of 8 can come, we'll do it. And otherwise,
Okay.
I'll let everybody know. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Wow.
Bye-bye.